Last time on the Giants of Greyhawk, we met an unlikely party of adventurers, strange cadre of pilgrims, I guess, headed to a conclave of giants. Yeah. There was Chonk, and was is the key word there. There was Chonk, an unnaturally robust kobold in search of the shiniest of shinies, and the shiniest of times for kobold kind. His flatulent hill giant companion Bunker in search of snacks. There's the old hunchbacked frost giant with loose teeth named Bull on a quest for the perfect flangy for her toe pancake recipes. And don't forget Otis of Clan Redin, a learned and dead sexy fire giant from the hell furnaces with subversive thoughts and forbidden alliances. That is really hot. Pun intended. Pun intended.
Who wrote that intro?
Yeah. Then there's Clarence and Smidge, the Etten with tastes, both crude and refined. They were hungry, weary, perhaps a bit ornery as their rations were running low in the rugged peaks of the Crystalmist Mountains. After days, if not weeks, of travel, the strange assemblage of giant folk and Chonk stumbled upon a campsite. So it came to pass that the party enjoyed an unexpected feast of man flesh, pancakes, and kebabs before continuing on to discover their conclave days later, billowing smoke, the corpses of giant kin and human warriors strewn about the rubble, the conclave in ruins. A heinous attack by humans, bearing the heraldry of a lion upon their shields, human tracks leading away victorious in their ambush. A lone fire giant lay dying on the ground, and with their last dying breath conscripting the party to recover an ancient relic, the tablet of Anam. A funeral pyre was lit, and our giant adventuring party set out to recover the tablet and invoke their revenge. And let it be known, revenge was theirs for the taking. They followed the human and dwarven tracks to an old crumbling watchtower where they were beset upon by men and dwarf alike. Multiple combat squads appeared from hidden positions to unleash volley after volley of arrows. Heroes stepped forward, human and elven, to lead their minions against the giants. And though they fought valiantly, they could not repel the giants' attack. Now, if not dead, fleeing, or surrendered, begging for mercy in a pool of piss, I think, they told of their financier, a necromancer, it would seem, who'd hired them to steal the tablet of Anam, someone they referred to as the Nightman. And that's when the darkness began to descend upon the watchtower ruins. With scant moments to react, we return to our story. Now, as you look about Bunker and Otis, you see on the ground an incapacitated and unconscious Bull, Clarence and Smidge laying motionless, a diminutive kobold with a long leathery tongue hanging out the side of their mouth.
No, he's a cold bold.
Very cold.
Wow. Been working that up for a little while now.
I'll give you a moment here with, as I mentioned, as this darkness is descending, this thick wall of shadow. What would you guys like to do right now, Otis and Bunker?
Well, Bunker's first instinct, since he's really hurt and he doesn't know what's going on, which is that's not uncommon at all for him. He's just really frustrated. So he is currently just whatever the closest of the little human ambushers there is to him, he's just stomping on it, just flattening it out. Just ow!
So
Otis, what we do?
Otis kind of peers over at Bunker, clearly just kind of out of sorts, unkempt. He kind of, in his way, just kind of slides over to Bunker, and he, so again, out of character, Dave. At this point, everyone's down except me and Bunker. It's just like
correct.
We're the only two last standing. And the wizard is still in the...
No, there are no combatants currently on the battlefield, but there is this thick shadow darkness that is starting to descend upon your position.
Okay.
There were a couple of survivors that fled And then there
Okay.
was a small group of survivors that, or at least one individual mentioned that the Nightman was coming when you asked like why they were here and what they were doing.
But the wizard that we defeated, he's gone.
Yeah, Bunker knocked him off of a ledge with a rock, a well-aimed rock, and he died upon impact.
But can we get to his body?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. So, and the other, I think that there was also not only the wizard, but then there was like the captain. I think was one of them.
There were a couple of heroes. Yep, there were 3 heroes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and their bodies are still accessible.
Yep, they're all there in various stages of being smushed by Bunker.
Okay. Yep, no problem. So Otis tells Bunker, I think the first thing we need to do is get our friends into safety. There's a shadow coming, and if I want to see if the wizard or any of the other heroes had anything on them that might be able to help revive them. And so I don't know how quickly the shadow is coming. If it's like coming like a tornado coming towards them, where it was like so fast that there's no time to even react.
No, it's creeping. You have time to react. I'm giving you an opportunity to like react.
Okay.
So I would say it's kind of creeping in. It's unnaturally fast, but it is not like descending on you like a tempest.
Okay. So Otis tells Bunker we need to split up, and we need to basically just go search the bodies of the fallen heroes and the wizard to see if there's anything on them that we could potentially revive our fallen mates, Chonk, Bull, Clarence. Make sure to see if there's anything we can do to revive them. And
Bunker will start walking over to Clarence and Smidge to search them.
What do they find on your body?
That way, buddy.
What? Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
A great axe and a great club.
So Otis goes over to he's huge, so he can take very quick steps to get over to where the wizard is. So he's gonna kind of move over as fast as he can and try to just search the body on the wizard, see if there's anything on him that might be able to help him, some type of ring or potion or something even like even a kit to be able to help stabilize some of the wounds.
Okay.
And then after he does that, he's going to go back and he's going to try to huddle his buddies back up into, like, push them all into at least into a area that's centralized where they might be able to, Bunker and Otis might be able to at least protect them, if that makes sense. So he wants to, like, make sure that they're all together so that once the creeping, substance actually gets them, at least we can actually try to defend our mates from whatever is coming.
Okay. All right. So you go ahead and you search the magic user. You find a dagger, a small. I mean, these are all human-sized implements, so they're probably not going to be super useful to you. But you find a dagger. There is a broken staff. It looks like probably some sort of maybe a magical focus for this spell user, but now shattered from their fall. There is a torch. He has a torch and a backpack with, basic traveling kit. So, like a cook kit and maybe some rudimentary rations of some kind. There's also some rubble nearby inside this tower where it looks like some of the supplies of this brigade had been stored. This seems to have been like their fallback position. So there are some stores and some crates that look interesting. But yeah, upon the individual, they probably have some jewelry of some kind. If you're looking for shiny things, they have probably a ring of some kind, maybe a necklace. You get the sense that they have some level of position. Their cloak, although dirty now, it looks like it is finely tailored, that kind of thing. But yeah, they are dead, and they have just those few things on them.
Okay. So Otis is going to pick those up, stash them in his satchel, and then he's going to run over to kind of that store area. And I presume at this point, Bunker's probably checking out the heroes.
Bunker, what are you doing that? Okay, yep. So very similar.
On my way over towards the tower, I'll bend down. I'll very carefully grab one of Bull's feet, and then I'll just drag as I'm walking over towards the tower. So
okay.
hopefully not doing too much more injury, but trying to, like Otis said, get our friends to safety. So I'll just drag the limp body across the ground.
Okay, fair. You spend a moment checking over one of the heroes that lies dead on the battlefield. They have a torch, camping equipment. They have a long sword that is cracked. Looks like it's partially shattered. They have a strange and fine-looking horn that is on a small lanyard around their neck. That looks to be maybe of some value. At least it's interesting to your giant eyes. And as you drag Bull back to the watchtower to find some level of concealment or protection, cover, that kind of thing, you also see that there are various crates of goods that were probably supplies for this unit. Otis, give me a D6 roll as you start searching through some of this stuff.
2.
Okay. You start opening some of these crates, and you find a bag of iron nails. You find some additional food stores, mostly like hardtack, dried meats and things like that. You find 4 torches. There is, in one of the corners of the lower level of the watchtower, a now lukewarm kettle of soup and what appears to be maybe some rabbit that had been trapped or harvested from the nearby grasslands that were going to be thrown into the soup. Perhaps there's a little bit of food there. And then you also pop open a crate, and you see that inside the crate are a series of small glass vials that have some red liquid in them. Give me a D12 roll, Otis.
Yep. 12.
It's a good thing Otis found these in that bunker.
Smash them.
Yeah. What's this red? Pretty.
6.
So the first crate you open has 6 of these vials filled with liquid.
Okay.
There are other crates. Do you open the other crates?
He
Definitely not mimics.
He yells over to Bunker and says, "Found something," and he says, he asks him, "Can you go get Chonk and Clarence and Smidge and bring them to the tower, just like what you did to the I think I might got something." And so so there are more crates, Dave?
Yeah, give me 3 more D12 rolls. There's 4 crates in total that have these potions.
Okay, no problem. 8, 6 again, and an 11.
Okay. So the first crate, as I mentioned, had 6 of these potions. The second has 8. The third has 6, and the last one has 11.
Yikes! Do they all look the same?
They're all pretty much look the same. Yep.
All red.
They're all
Yep.
Sweet and sour sauce.
Okay. Here,
Just dump it in the soup.
and there are also kind of these. There are also like people surrounding us that are these guys that we killed. There's like a bunch of them.
There's dead combatants around the battlefield. Yep.
Okay. Is there any of them that look kind of semi-dead? Like kind of like pretty dead, but not like completely dead?
I think that would be me and Bull.
Yeah, give me an intelligence roll. This will be a 12.
Okay, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get my
Normal roll.
Yep.
What did they call it in Princess Bride?
So that's a 17.
Mostly dead.
I guess see what I'm plus here. Right. Character sheets on a different thing. Intelligence roll was I don't have any advantage on that, so it's just I'm a 0. So I rolled a 17.
17. Okay, so 12 was your target, so it's a success. You look around and you can see that one of the combatants appears to be dead, but you can see their chest moving up and down as if they're breathing.
Okay, so Otis is gonna pull my other character. Otis is gonna take one of the vials from first bin, which is the bin with 6, and he's going to run over to the semi-dead person and kind of force it in his mouth and force the semi-dead man to drink it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you pop the cork and dump this thing into this guy's mouth, and he just sort of like his eyes open up as he swallows it, and you can see like the color come back into his cheeks, the life kind of come back into his eyes, and he looks up at you and screams, and then he starts to struggle. And so give me a strength roll. This is going to be a normal. This will be easy for you. It's a 9 as the target.
And this is going to be +4 on my roll here. 18 + 4. 22.
Yep. So it's a success. He's like, let me go. Fuck, shit, fuck. And you hold him, you pin him down with your hand.
Language.
Bull yells over to Bunker. He's like, I think we got something here. I'm going to hold this guy. We're going to question him. But I want you to take 3 of these vials, 4 of them, because there's Clarence and Smidge. And I want you to pour them into the mouth of Bull, Clarence, Smidge, and Chunk. See if we can actually get these guys back.
And I'm just standing holding a rock, like, when do I hit the guy with whoa. Oh, and just we kind of move past it, but that hero that had the horn around his neck,
Mm-hmm.
I will have taken the horn, and in the interest of time, I will have just flicked the guy's helmet off, bitten his head off, so that I get the horn off from around his neck easier.
Yeah,
chewing
fair.
on his head while I'm so I'll try to run else over. It'll get some of the red potion thingies, and I'll try to figure out how to which end to point towards their mouths, and eventually pour some of this sweet and sour sauce down their throat. So.
Okay. All right. So you give 1 to Clarence, 1 to Smidge, 1 to Bull, and 1 to Chonk.
Spend 1 on the. Yeah, he would probably give 1 to Chonk. Sure.
Okay.
I'm
All right. So you go
flatten his rib cage. I'm sure.
You go over to Bull and you open their mouth and pour one of the potions in, and immediately, Bull, you feel like the darkness start to fade, and you can see, like, you know when you have your eyelids closed on a sunny day and you can see the sun through your eyelids, you can see that sort of brightening. And Bunker, you look down and you see Bull's eyes start to flutter open as you have revived them with what appears to be some sort of a healing potion.
And Bunker's face is like right there. Hello.
Oh, I smelled blueberries.
Not me.
Thank you. Is he a toe anywhere? Oh, never mind.
Oh, there's lots. You want more sweet and sour sauce?
Yes.
Vial.
I can't move my arms yet.
So you take another one, so that's 2.
I'll take 2. Yeah, sure. If it's being offered.
Okay. Yep. All right. And then you do the same with Clarence and Smidge. You give them each a drink.
Sure.
Same thing, Clarence and Smidge. The brightness kind of comes back. You can Bunker. You can see sort of the color coming back to their skin, and your eyes flutter open. All 4 of them, Clarence and Smidge.
Indeed, what did you do, you imbecile? You've gotten us killed nearly. What happened?
Hi, Smidge.
Oh, hey, buddy.
You're better now.
Did you fix me?
Bunker fixed you.
Oh, that's good.
And then
Clarence is like adding.
I do think we should call him
Floor.
Dr. Bunker from now on. What do you think of that?
Dr. Bunker.
Dr. Bunker who smells of blueberries.
I do believe that's blueberries, miss.
It smells like blueberries to
More
me.
like
Heavenly
compost and
blueberries.
bad ass.
Badass
I see it differently.
blueberries.
And as I'm saying that, I'm cutting off a toe that I've found on one of the humans.
You, as with the healing effects of these potions, Clarence, Smidge, and Bull, you feel as though you're not dead, but you feel like you are still on the edge of death. Like you're not feeling like back to your full self. You definitely are struggling to get up, struggling to move. You know, you're not healed fully.
Otis, the sweet and sour sauce is working. I'm gonna fix Chunk now.
So
I'll go
Otis,
to the mangled, I believe horribly mangled, because you were like dead, weren't you? Yeah, I'll go scrape. You know, he's flopping unnaturally, and I'll try and shove a vial into his mouth.
You just
Drink this.
tip it, open it, and kind of pour it. You sprinkle it like Worcestershire sauce on his fat leathery tongue.
Yep.
And it just kind of like splashes and rolls down the side of his face, half of it going in his mouth, half of it not. And there's no response from the action.
This one don't work. Awesome.
Oh,
As this is all happening,
I think that's bad.
I think he needs some soup.
What happened to little man? Little man with leather tongue. What happened to him?
He's squished.
as this is happening, Chonk, you are dead. You are dead. At least. Oh, hold on a sec. You are dead. At least that's what you think. That's what you thought. That's what you feel like. You feel dead. Maybe you are. But, you know, death is weird. You find yourself in a weird place, running across a howling expanse of cracked obsidian beneath your feet, and you look up in the sky and you can just see that it's like ablaze with this river of fire. You can feel the heat peeling at your scaly skin as your little kobold legs are just spinning as you're running so fast, churning as fast as they can. You've got your spear in your hand, you're charging forward like you've done so many times before, running and charging and running.
He's like Forrest. He's running.
Run, Chonk.
Run.
As this is happening, what do you do? You're running. You find yourself just instinctively running with your spear.
I'm gonna look for the light. Is there light?
It's above you. It is this extremely bright blaze, red, yellow, orange coloration of this fiery hellscape.
I'm gonna stop running, and I'm gonna look up at the light, and I'm gonna say, "Oh, heaven sucks!" And I'm gonna start jumping for the light. And I'm gonna jump as high as I can and try to grab the light.
Give me a strength check.
Oh,
We'll call this a normal check for you.
well, let's see. Let me look at this character sheet I haven't laid eyes on in 6 months. So I have a 17 strength, but a -2 modifier, which is a little strange. So I got a 12 -2 is 10.
Okay. Your jump is not that high. You don't have a lot of vertical on your jump, but it's just out of reach. It's just right there. You jump again, you can't get it. Then you hear this thunderous crack of energy that stops you from jumping, and you look around. You look back up at the sky, and you can see the sky begin to tear open, part in like rotten curtains. And this monstrous figure emerges from behind this casting call, begins to descend, massive, bloated, kind of like a fat man stuffed into a suit jacket. soapified, demonic flesh dripping a thick crimson sweat.
God, it's a lawyer.
Undersized leathery wings fluttering as this demon descends to meet you. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense in the context of this Accursus post-mortem, but the demon alights on this plush chase lounge that seems to have mysteriously appeared in front of you. And there's an ungodly number of throw pillows on this chase lounge, by the way. It looks extremely comfortable. You know who this is. You've seen this individual before. This is Melvin.
God. Melvin?
Close, but not quite, God. A shock. Again with the running. What is it this time? Did you get yourself killed again?
What do you mean again? And in all fairness.
Again, like it happened before and before and...
Can I sit on your lounge? It looks comfy.
Hell no. This is my
I got
lounge.
stabbed.
Yeah? That's why you're
I'm
here.
tired. I've been running. Jumping.
I saw the jumping. It was slightly pathetic. You got to work on your thigh muscles a little bit.
That's just kind of insulting, really.
It's what I do. I'm a demon in the 38th planes of hell. What do you expect, pal?
Oh, yeah. You're the dude in the necklace.
Oh, little chonky. You're funny.
Yeah. Am I in the necklace now?
Oh, the necklace. I see. There's a bit of confusion maybe on your part. I see. Look, Chonky, you're a bit of fun little distraction for me, all right? And I'm nothing if not a generous overlord. And to be fair, you did locate the relic, as was our agreement.
Did I?
But your utility to my plan is waning. What should I do with you?
You know what I think you should do? I think you should let me sit on the lounge, because I'm pretty tired.
That's not happening, but go on.
Well, if you're not going to let me sit on the lounge, how about a couple of pillows, and I'll just sit here on the ground and rest for a minute.
Fine. He throws you the smallest pillow. Now,
Thank you.
tell me why I shouldn't just eat you right now.
Well, for one thing, I'm pretty gristly.
He doesn't have a lot of meat on him.
I don't think you'd enjoy it. It wouldn't be satisfying.
It's like a
Not very convincing, pal.
Well, look,
Have you seen some of the things that I've eaten?
No, I haven't. Can you put me in the necklace?
You want to be in the necklace?
Yeah, I might, like to haunt somebody.
Sure.
Or give them, or if they rub it, I'll give them 3 wishes. That'd be fun.
Anyone in particular you're looking to haunt? I mean, this could be fun.
I don't really know anybody. Like that. How about the chieftain from my whole tribe? I'd love to haunt him.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, that's totally doable if that's really what you want.
It sounds pretty good. Is there a lounge like that in the necklace?
Oh, no. No. There's no relief. There's no comfort in the necklace.
I have to pee.
You don't.
Oh. So I should go now?
I would.
He's like Cory Booker.
That's right. 25 hours
25 hours.
fighting for democracy.
plan ahead.
Well,
That's what
maybe I'll
Tom
pee
said
first.
to do.
Can you look away while I do that? I can't do it if someone's watching.
That's fine. Go ahead. He kind of turns his eyes.
You'll pee. Oh, yeah, okay, I'm ready.
All right, well, into the necklace then? Is that what it's going to be?
I mean, what other choice do I have?
I asked you, what do you want? We can make a deal. I'm always willing to deal. That's what I do.
Hey, why don't you send me back where I was?
What for?
Oh, revenge.
Oh? Expand on that.
I'm gonna get revenge on somebody. On the people, on that dude who killed me. I'm gonna get revenge on that guy.
That guy's dead.
Well, mission accomplished.
You're a strange one, Chunky. Real strange. Maybe we send you back and you, I don't know, keep an eye on the big shiny for me. I was kind of peeking in on what was going on there, and I'm intrigued. This whole Nightman thing could be, could be lucrative.
Yeah, shinies are awesome.
Indeed they are.
If you send me back, we'll split the shiny 70-30.
60-40.
All right, I'll take 60.
And I keep your soul.
Wow, what good is that?
Oh, I can use it to barter for other things. It's kind of my currency down here, you know?
It is.
Yeah. And even a little puny pipsqueak of a kobold, although you are big for your breed, is worth something.
You're really insulting me again. There's no need for that. All right, so I
Look,
get 60%.
Chonky, I like you. That's why I'm giving you an option. Most kobolds that come across here just get eaten, no questions asked.
Yeah, well, they suck. They're smaller than I am.
Yeah, we have history, you and I, you know?
Yeah, we're necklace buddies.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, I feel it. I feel it right here.
I wouldn't point to that.
Well, I'll take 60. You take 40, and you can have my soul when I'm done with it.
Deal. Take on it. He reaches out this big four-fingered, clawed, red, sweaty hand.
Chunk goes.
What's that about? What the hell is that?
Oh, you mean a handshake? Oh.
Yeah, what is that? Is that a kobold thing? A little shimmy?
You said shake on it, and I shook.
That was more of a shimmy, but all right, I gotcha. Give me your hand.
All right, I shake his hand.
No, give me your hand.
Give it to you?
Yep.
Which one?
Doesn't matter. Take your pick. You got two to choose from.
All right, I hold out my hand.
He grabs your wrist, pulls your hand down to his mouth, bites your hand off, and your eyes instantly flutter open as you look up and you see the sky, kind of a gray, cloudy sky, and you can sense this cold air that's blowing past you, and you can smell carnage and probably Bunker's ass, and you can see that there's like this darkness that's sort of creeping in as you gasp for air.
Get this sticky red sauce on your face.
I showered this morning. What do you mean he smells me?
Bunker is standing above you, like trying to force this potion down your gullet.
Oh, it worked. It worked.
Are you God?
It's Dr. Bunker. He's saving everyone.
I doctor now. Does Chonk have both hands?
He does.
He does. Okay. All right.
I have both hands. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Bunker or Binker? I did not see an umlaut.
Oh, doctor.
Do I still have the wounds?
You have no wounds. Your body, it feels absolutely perfect. Like you haven't been hurt or anything. You are at full hit points,
Oh.
which is saying a lot.
I did that.
So I'm still, I'm actually breathing. I'm breathing alive.
Yeah.
Do you have both your hands?
Yep.
Did we win?
Nope.
Oh, great.
Oh, what's
The
up,
verdict
big
is
son?
out on that still. You look great. You're like a pancake. I'm an expert.
You're
before.
looking pretty rough, little
I think I met God.
man. Oh, I say, what was he like?
They're
What did he
both
smell
right.
like?
Was he
Honestly.
refined and British? Eat fried fish from a newspaper?
No, he bit off
Is he
my
Flanaess
hand.
Ruleset?
I say,
Was it even a he?
well, everyone knows God's male.
No, they don't.
You probably should have gone to church more often, to be honest. Maybe
I
he wouldn't
told
have
you
bit your
that,
hand off.
Clarence, but you always wanted to skip church.
So is everybody taking care of?
Otis, is there
Where's
more
Fabio?
sweet and sour sauce anywhere?
So Otis is still, he has his right hand on the neck of the person that has revived
Meanwhile.
the soldier. Meanwhile, and then he like snaps his head over to Bunker and says, "In the crate, there's a couple more."
Oh, okay.
But then he yells over to Clarence, and he's like, "Clarence, would you mind coming over here and potentially talking to this man
I say,
and
yes,
see if he
indeed.
has any information with regards to what this is, what's occurring, who is what
Yes,
this,
of course. Let me. I'll take care of this. It's very nice. Excuse me, sir. Yes. What is your name and your rank?
Otis
I'm
barely
Philip,
brings up his hand off the throat of the guy so he can talk.
standard bearer. My name's Philip.
I see, Philip. Well, yes, very nice to meet you. I'm Clarence, and this is Smidge. He will not
my
be
God.
speaking at this time. But so, what is your purpose here? You bear the banner, I say. Yes.
Yes.
Who is in charge here? I'll do the questioning. Thank you.
I don't think anyone is anymore.
Now, who was in charge before we
The
destroyed
captain?
everyone? Captain what? Captain Kangaroo.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Kangaroo.
Captain Obvious, perhaps.
No, it wasn't obvious.
America?
Captain America.
It wasn't America either. I don't know any of these people.
Captain
Just
of
let me go.
Industry.
Don't kill me, please. Please don't kill me.
Captain of industry.
Puts a finger in his chest. No. We're just beginning. Who
No,
is this? The Dark Man, Man of Darkness.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything about
You do.
who it is.
Yes, you do. You can fool.
Okay. Okay. The Dark Man is
the
a
Dark Man.
yep. Comes from the darkness. Presumably a man. But
You're Captain Obvious.
determined.
Yes. Sneaky. I'm on to you now, Captain Obvious.
Well, I'm just trying to. Are you gonna let me go?
Smidge will kind of grab him by the shoulder. You
Oh!
tell smart man what he wants to know, and then I will eat you, little man. Yes. See, I knew it could be helpful. When will Dark Man be here? Who is he?
Anytime now. Anytime now.
What should I know about him? Does he eat much?
I never met him. I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm just here for a paycheck.
Why are you peeing? I'm trying to ask you a question.
Because I'm terrified.
He kind of throws the guy down. It's too
Ah!
stupid. Don't waste any time with this idiot.
Give me a strength roll, please.
Oh, that's a 1. That's probably
You toss him to the side, and he lands on his feet, and he just kind of looks at you. He looks off to the distance, and he just starts running.
I'll bash him with my club if I can.
Yeah, you can get an attack. Go ahead and roll an attack roll. This will also be a strength-based attack.
Let's see. Buried my character sheet. 8.
Yeah, you miss, and he just runs, and he watches. He just disappears.
He's so fast. Oh, you escaped. Damn it.
Bunker is attracted to things that move, quickly. Can I throw a rock at him?
Sure.
Ooh. Ooh. That's in that one.
Oh, all right.
Oh, no.
Give me another roll. This might hit Smidge and Clarence.
Oh, Captain Crunch. I didn't even think of that. That's who that was. It was Captain Crunch.
14?
What's your AC, Clarence and Smidge?
Oh, 12.
Yeah, you hit Clarence and Smidge. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, I
So we
don't
have
very
more
many-
sweet and sour
don't
sauce.
have very many hit points either. This is not good.
King of friendly fire.
That's twice.
I learned from the best. I'm looking at you, Scottish Jeff.
Yep.
What was your damage roll,
Captain
Carl?
Oh, oops. Sorry.
Don't forget to add, I think you have +2 because it's a throne for Hill Giant.
Sure, let's throw
There's
some more
no bonus.
damage onto that.
No bonus.
Yeah.
There's-
Clarence and Smidge, you have 4 hit points right now, as does Bowl.
Where's my damage?
D6 +2.
Thank you. Sorry.
That's all right.
It's like
It's been a few months.
Yeah.
Mhm.
D6 +2.
Taught him all I knew.
Please,
what
new
you
dice.
doing
roll
throwing
low.
rocks at us, you buffoon?
Please, new dice. Roll low. Oh, thank God, that's a 1.
So you take 3 points of
3
damage.
points of damage.
Damn it, you moron.
Move when I'm throwing rock. Move out of way.
All right,
You know
we're
what's
gonna go
sweet
around
sour
the
sauce?
we're gonna go around the table here, and I'm gonna ask you each of what you're doing because we're gonna move this story on. So let's start with. No, we got to move it on a little bit more, a little bit faster. I got things to do. I got people to see. Chonk, what are you doing while this is all happening?
I'm looking for the shiny.
I think Bunker has it. Isn't that right, Bunker? I think so.
I have a large shard in my.
Yep. Thank you for enunciating that word appropriately.
Yes.
All right, so that's what you're doing. Do you want to do anything else?
Do I notice all the mist coming?
Oh yeah, it's obvious.
Like how close?
Mist, and you can also hear ominous music. You can feel cold air blowing from that direction.
I think I'm gonna back away from the mist.
Like Black Sabbath music.
Similar. Okay, that's what you're doing. All right, let's go over to Otis. What are you doing, Otis?
He's collecting the rest of the vials that are
Mhm.
that were the crates, so that they
Mhm.
have them, and he's put them into different pockets so he knows which ones are which from which
Mhm.
crate they came from, and then the mist is coming in from a certain direction, right? Or it's coming like circumferentially from around. Meaning, is it coming?
That's a great word. We're gonna go with circumferentially. It's coming. It's circumferentially.
Because it's
Yeah,
Is that a surgical term, Doc?
it is now.
It is now. It's a scientific term, so sure. Okay, so what he's going to do is, besides collecting those, he's going to take out his great sword and he's just going to start ready. And his thought process is,
Mhm.
if it's coming towards us, we should go after it. And so he's going to round people up to actually run towards the mist.
Okay. All right, we'll see how
And
that
the
goes.
direction- and what's that? We'll see how that
Yeah.
goes. Yeah.
We'll see
But
how
if
that
it's
goes.
coming circumferentially,
Aren't we playing Shadowdark? I think the rules clearly state to stay out of the dark. I remember that from when I first learned.
Training.
Shadowdark
you
training.
always convince Otis to do something different.
All right, so that's what you're doing. What is Bull doing?
Bull's making sure she's got her rolling pin and her meat tenderizer. She's sniffing the toe that she just cut off. Noticing the mist coming in, I suppose. And also Otis kind of taking a defensive, well, you're running at it.
Yeah, that's defensive.
Yeah, it's
Um,
defensive.
Yeah, she's
Totally
gonna
defensive.
she's gonna join Otis but get behind him because she doesn't feel great.
No.
But she's
You
gonna
have-
get close.
You have 4 hit points.
I know. But I also have this other thing that would help. So I'm gonna try to get as close to whoever's ready to fight as possible. And it looks like it's Otis.
Okay. All right. What are Clarence and Smidge doing?
We're having a heated argument about what direction to go. I don't want to go this way. Yes, because I enter what's called giant rage when I drop below half my hit points.
Mm-hmm.
It occurs to me that I am well below half my hit points. And Clarence is trying to pull the other direction. No, over here, you sot. We're going this way. It's circumferential. Whatever that word was, don't you know? And they're just arguing and bickering back and forth. So they're essentially going nowhere.
Okay. And did I already ask you, Bunker, what you're doing?
Nope.
What are you doing, Bunker?
Thank you.
Thanks, Bunker.
Well, first of all, you don't know where or when it came from, but it appears Bunker has taken the cloak from one of the dead humans and fashioned it into sort of like a surgical cap because he now has a doctorate. Or it might be more like a Mr. Gumby kind of thing from.
What is that? What is that green color called? What shade of green is that, Bob? The surgical hat. Is there a term for that color of green?
Not really.
It's not pea green, is it?
I'll be honest. Most of the stuff in the R's are now blue.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Well,
No.
Come
Share my
on.
image.
Like all
Yeah,
the
really.
drapes, all the
The immersion is
towels,
gone now.
Yeah.
All the gowns, everything is blue.
All right, Bunker.
can
What
it
color?
move it?
What color do you want it to be? Do you want it to be green or blue?
I'm assuming it's probably based on how we took out these people.
It's
I'm
red.
assuming whatever color it was, it's mostly red now. From
Oh, it's stained. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Red
So-
and brown.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yep. So it's blue and red.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Rambo. Okay.
Yeah. Then so Otis took all of the delicious vials of sweet and sour sauce that make people feel better. Or do you?
Yeah, they're in his pockets right now, apparently.
Yeah.
Clang, clang, clang.
So, maybe we should drink those. And I run after you because I'm still pretty hurt. And
How many hit points do you have?
I have one.
Bull might
Otis,
shout, get
Thank you,
behind
Bunker.
I
me.
was gonna tug some of that delicious stuff.
Thank
but
you,
no.
Bunker. I have
Otis
one.
will give 2 of them to Bunker and 2 of them to Bull while this is happening.
I wanna find out how good this
Each of those will give you 2 hit points.
Chugging both.
stuff is.
I want to throw a rock at Bunker.
I chug
Doctor,
both.
Dr. Bunker.
Twice watching you.
Doctor, right there. We got 23 vials left.
We're going to need them.
Maybe we drink more now before the big bad comes.
Let's drink all the ones that we can. I feel a little better incrementally each time I drink one.
How much do you guys need to drink to get to feel amazing? Like just
Probably
many,
another
many
20.
more.
No, maybe
spectacular.
I do not
Okay,
know
so-
the rate of improvement.
But Bunker gives 2 more.
3 more?
Otis gives 2 more to Bunker and Bull. Clarence, how you feeling, buddy?
I have 1 hit point.
No, not Clarence.
Oh, we only have 1 hit point, chap.
Okay, he gives like 3 of them. He gives 3 of them to Clarence.
Thank you so much. Very well. Tally ho! It's a fish fry. No, wait,
that's
fish and chips. That's the time of year.
4, 7 down. So then
So
that's
how many hit points do I get from those 3 delicious sweet
6. They're each worth 2. These are human-sized potions. Only give 2 hit points to giants. Yep.
okay. We got 16 left. Does everyone feel kind of as perky as you can be, or does someone still feel a little bit like they have like the remnants of COVID?
You could do some more perking.
I'm still.
Bull
less
will
than
say,
half.
I'll take one more, and you'll say it'll sound like she's eating a Jolly Rancher too, but it's actually a dough. I'll
Okay,
take one
so
more.
he flicks one over to Bull.
I would like to stay like this because I am very angry right now, and I think it might be beneficial.
Okay, and Bunker.
Dr. Bunker will take 1 more, please.
Okay, great. So we're down to 14 vials, and he gives that one to Bunker. And Chonk, you look pretty good.
I'll take 14.
14. You're a skinny little scrawny guy. What do you need 14?
sound like God now. That's pretty insulting.
Who's your god? What? Huh?
What?
I'm confused.
13.
I'm still
13?
hear ominous music.
Okay.
You guys might want to take cover behind me. Remember, it's helpful.
Why is that?
I'm big. I can help you, not get hit.
I would like that.
Okay.
Get behind me.
Yes, ma'am. Smidge like takes his hat off, nods politely, blushes. Clarence takes his hat. Take it off, you imbecile. What have I told you?
I'll say cute again through the Jolly Rancher.
Each chose. I like that. Moron! They kind of slide around behind Bull. Never mind. Just pay him no mind.
Technically, though, I suck on them.
Oh.
Like, in my mouth.
Oh my God.
Get behind me.
He starts counting his toes. Okay, see now.
Smidge has got a bit of a foot fetish, apparently.
We're learning so much today about each other.
Oh.
Our characters.
Going downhill.
Together again.
Da-da-da-da.
Together
You
again.
see why this only
Great.
happens
Once per quarter. Yep, that's all we can handle.
How far away is this mist?
Oh, how
What are
far
we
away do you
looking
want
at
it to
right
be? How far away do you want it to be?
I mean, it might as well just be here.
Several days journey.
We're fighting the mist. We're fighting
yeah.
whatever comes.
Well, enough to take a long rest.
You know, it's really interesting as you look out to the perimeter, circumferential directions. You see this almost like a wall of darkness that seems to be creeping forward, and it's not like darkness where you can kind of like see into it, and there's some sort of like maybe a little bit of like an illuminated area in between, like a gradient of darkness to illumination, but there's like this tension of the darkness and the little scant little bit of light pushing against each other, as if there's a wall of darkness that keeps pushing its way towards you from all directions.
Can Bull light a torch?
Yeah, there are some torches. I think you guys found 2 torches.
I would,
no.
yes,
We got torches. I got 4 of them.
4?
Are
Okay.
they lit? Are any of them lit right now?
No, there are none lit, but I got 4. No, actually, sorry, I got 5 because there was one in the backpack too. So there's 4 and let's see, yeah, 5 torches. Do I presume I still need to like keep my slots here. Torch.
Shelly, Bull, you are the first one to hear it. There is a faint at first beat of drums. It's a chorus of drums, as if there are multiple drummers that are, and it's getting louder and louder, like a marching band, almost like a madness, a March Madness kind of thing, as this drum beat keeps getting louder and louder.
You guys want to bet on some basketball? Do you guys hear that? I hear drums. Should we be out in the open? And I'm saying this as I'm trying to light one of the torches with I've got an oil flask on my person and a torch.
Do you have flint and steel?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I ever?
All right, so you light up a torch, and as you do that, you hear this buzzing sound. And you watch as this 4-winged, like leathery mosquito / bat-like creature comes flying towards you, holding the torch, and it is going to come and try to make an attack on you. Give me a quick initiative roll, Bull. Nice, very cool.
10.
Okay, so I rolled a 13 and I add some stuff to that. So it's going to go ahead and take a bite. This is a sting bat as it flies towards you. Is going to make an attack roll.
Stink bat. We should have smelled that coming.
That is 17 to hit. What's your AC?
15.
Okay, so you're going to take a total of 1 point of blood drain as it latches onto your neck. This proboscis pierces into your giant neck, and you can just see anybody who's watching this happen sees this splash of blood as it penetrates Bull, and then it just starts to pulse as it's sucking the blood.
I'm right behind her too.
Bull, what do you do?
Something is on you.
I'm aware.
It's your turn, Bull. What do you want to do?
Smash.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yep.
I would like to try to smash it with the torch, maybe also igniting it.
Okay, roll an attack roll.
The old smash. Ignite.
Let's call this a dexterity based one.
Actually, that's dumb because I've got my meat tenderizer ready to go, and I'm much better at that. Instead, I guess meat tenderizer whack.
Okay, I'm still gonna have it be a dexterity based roll because you're trying to hit something that's attached to you.
18.
18, that will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Let's see, meat tenderizer is a lot of damage. That is 9 damage.
Okay, yeah, you smash it as best you can, the meat tenderizer, and then it just sort of goes limp, and you grab it and just pull it out, and it's like this long, you're a giant, but it's like probably a foot long proboscis that you pull out of your jugular and throw it down on the ground. A gout of blood sort of like sprays out and starts dripping down your chest.
You're dead.
I think so.
Looked like it hit your external carotid artery. We should stop that.
Dr.
yes.
Bunker, you're so
Dr.
smart.
Bunker.
Mm.
Which artery was that again, Bunker?
External carotid artery.
Oh,
Who's got a torch lit? We've got Bull's got a torch.
I do believe that's called the carotid. You imbecile.
Anyone else have a torch lit?
I have a torch.
Just
Yeah, I have 3 torches. Now that I've found my actual character sheet.
Are any of them lit is the question.
Of course they're lit.
All three of them?
No, I didn't light
No.
a torch.
All right. Okay, so just Bull. All right. So as you guys are standing there,
Otis will light one too. He'll light
Okay.
one just so that he's got some extras. So he'll light one at the same time. He'll kind of put his torch up to Bull's one to just get the fire going off of Bull's torch.
as you fire up your torch, Otis, you hear this, and another one of these winged creatures comes at you and is going to try to make an attack. Give me an initiative roll, please.
Okay, guess that was stupid. 16.
Okay, you have the initiative. As it is flying towards you, you see it coming. What do you want to do?
Flaming greatsword.
Okay, make an attack roll, please.
11 plus 4, 15.
15 hits. Go ahead and roll
15
damage.
hits. Damage is, sorry, actually, that was 4 plus 4, that's even better. But I didn't add my modifier. So damage, we will do a D12. 8.
Oh yeah, as this thing comes in, you just smack it out of the air and it just drops to the ground, burning, and just goes limp. And that's when you guys look out at the surrounding wall of darkness that's closing in, and you hear this drum beat getting louder and louder. And you see emerging from this darkness as the wind begins to still. You hear maybe the last cause of a distant carrion bird that goes silent. And there is this figure that emerges from the darkness, and then another figure behind it, and another figure behind it, and another and another and another. The rattling and beating of drums, the off-key notes of flutes and other instruments being played. You see this humanoid figure dressed in gleaming garments, dark-skinned, perhaps elven in appearance, silks of elaborate weave upon their cloak and their clothing. They twirl this copper staff in their hand with this gleeful pirouette, and you watch as this parade of skeletal drummers and musicians behind it, this procession comes into the space. The flames of your torches giving off just enough light to be able to see this as the darkness is now closing in upon you. Behind him, these skeletal musicians are stomping and their rib bones clattering like xylophones. You know, the whole works. It's just an amazing procession of music. This herald of sorts grins wide as they sort of bow to you. Their skin is kind of like this burnished obsidian, this elven, dark-skinned individual. Their eyes kind of gleaming brightly with glee. There's something elvish about them, as I mentioned. They bow with this sort of theatrical flair and this copper staff now tucked under one of their arms. I am Maestro Zelithrin of House Elserfs, Herald of Darkness, choreographer of calamities, and first to walk in the Nightman's shadow. Consider yourselves honored, for the Nightman cometh. Do you have an offering to make, or shall the offering be yourselves?
We have a doctor.
Color me intrigued. What is a doctor per se?
A great healer of some, what is it? Repute, yes. Shut up, you asshole. We don't
Send
have
them
any...
forward
No,
then, if that is your offering.
No, he's mistaken. Who ordered the marching band? Say,
Oh, the
have you any
Nightman.
bassoonists? It's not really a marching band with no bassoonist.
We'll take that
One
into
who plays the
consideration.
bassoon.
Yes.
We have some lovely soup
Yes,
to offer.
we do. It's delicious soup.
Let
You
me
must be
help you
famished.
just a wee bit. For
Fresh
the
rabbit.
Nightman demands not an unreasonable ask, I should say, merely requests what was once his, or will be his in time, of course. You carry a thing of great significance, a sliver of old might, perhaps. And my master, the Nightman, would very much like it back.
Smidge pulls that nasty leg bone with the sophisticated meat. Oh yes, here you are. The leg bone of significance. And he turns and winks at Clarence stupidly. Take it.
Maestro Zelathan just kind of looks at you.
Excuse me.
Not the sliver of might that we speak of. This be a giant's relic.
Yes, exactly. Same sliver.
Is it your death, then, that you prefer to offer?
Bull will spit out the toe. Is it this? You looking for this? Because I can certainly offer it to you.
No. I told the Nightman to deal with giants was folly. They are stupid, imbecilic, unreasonable.
See, I told you, Smith.
Does any one of you have an intelligence score that might be, oh, I don't know, well higher than 8 or 10?
Come on.
I'm a sculptor.
I am insulting.
See, where is it on the paper? Nope.
No.
No.
We come for the Shard of Anam.
We haven't seen it.
Oh, but you bear it in your possession,
How do you
stupid
know
one.
this? Little one.
Yeah,
Because
little
I
one.
can see the bulge underneath the cloak of displacement.
Oh, hey, don't be looking there. Inappropriate.
His eyes are up there, honey.
This goes to Bunker. Give him the horn. Give him the horn.
The
Give him
horn?
the horn.
What horn?
The horn.
You know, the horn,
Oh.
dumbass.
Hold up. The horn that I took off the dead guy.
Not what we're asking for, but
What? Hello?
it's a nice looking horn.
Hmm.
I told the Nightman that we would have to kill you anyways.
So that's a no to the soup?
No,
The
no,
Correct.
horn,
You are a quick one for a frost giant.
the sliver.
Oh. Who? Junk. What you got? Yeah, what you? Oh, maybe he wants your the
Spear.
the tinny, the dolly, what were you looking for?
Let it not be said that the Nightman does not offer terms. He is, after all, a gentleman of sorts. We would be willing to grant you safe passage back to your lands, your lives intact, in return for a reasonable relinquishment
Listen,
of the relic.
Harold, you talk
Yes?
too much. Take the leg, final offer, or we'll smash you with it.
Very well. If that is how you'd like this to go. I mean,
it's one of the brightest things you said all day, Master Smith. Don't you all think so?
I don't really want it to end that way.
well then, perhaps young lizard man, a simple exchange, relic for mercy,
Little man. Little.
Well, I can only
Shard
give you 60%
for
of it.
the Shadow's blessing. Refuse this
60% of it,
offer,
but you have to give your soul.
and I fear the music must change its tempo.
You got a playlist?
I'm paid to speak. That is what I do. Please, my good man. Is there a deal to be had here or not?
We accept your surrender.
Yes. What smelly man said? Smelly Dr. Man.
We accept your parsley.
Oh, my dears. My foolish, foolish giants and lizard friend.
Little man. Little man.
And here I thought we were on the cusp of a deal. Alas, some lessons are learned the hard way, I suppose. Very well.
I think he wants us to hit him.
I was thinking of
I absolutely do not want to be hit. Thank you very kindly.
Then go away.
Very well. You had your opportunity. Good day, you imbecilic giants. And he just snaps his finger and disappears. The drums that were being banged upon become large, the sound echoing through this valley that you're in. You hear this crack of thunder. I would like Bowl and Otis to give me wisdom checks, please. These are going to be normal checks, so 12s are what you're looking for.
Oh, 17.
but you have to roll it on a d6.
That's a 4.
For Otis, the flames of your torch are extinguished immediately, like as if someone just snuffed them out. It is cold in your hand as if it was never lit. Yours flickers for a moment, Bull, but maintains its flame as you watch from the sidelines of this dark area. Additional individuals beginning to walk in to the space. Skeletons bearing swords, skeletons bearing spears and short bows. I need everybody to roll initiative, please. And I will ask you for your initiative roll in just 1 second. I'm going to bring up the map here. Yep, it's a d20 plus your dexterity.
Or minus.
Ooh, God. Add 0 to that.
Or minus.
I'm just gonna smash him in his head.
I wonder if we could have parlayed with them and brought Melvin into it. Like, Sean, do you have ability to, like, conjure Melvin?
I don't know who that is.
Who's the hell's Melvin?
I offered him parsley.
Seattle. The Melvin. They would fit right in here in the darkness.
Wasn't Melvin,
Sound better than these
Melvin the
guys.
guy on the couch with the pillows? Those aren't pillows.
Ah!
Hey, how about them bears? Hey,
How about that game?
how about that game?
All right, give me
I don't
1
think
second
it's
here.
entirely-
This game has taken longer than 40 minutes, Dave.
I am so sorry that I haven't killed you faster. I'm working on it. All right. Let's see. So the only person that has a
making it so
torch right
easy, though.
now is, yeah, you are. Bull. Bull is the one who has the torch. So let me go ahead and add some light for you.
Does Otis's flaming sword have any?
It benefits him because it's super cool and it does fire like a fiery damage, but it doesn't. It's not a torch. It doesn't give off like enough light. It would illuminate like an area just right around him. So if that is being wielded, which I imagine it is, that's a good point. I will add some light, but it's going to be just very short distance. Yes, there is.
Someone with long flowing hair should have a flaming sword.
It seems very dangerous, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He's fire resistant.
I don't know how many times my hair has caught fire on a candle while playing this game.
It's all good.
You say that like it happened more than once.
It has.
All right. So
During battle, he puts it up into a
Okay.
I love it.
That's your first
The
move.
first action is
Right. It's like he's got like a bunch of scrunchies on his
wrist.
he likes the ones that are like colorful.
Got rabbits on them and stuff.
Exactly. Like little
Strawberries and bunnies.
I'm gonna use my OG original D&D dice from back.
All right. Who has nice? Who's got 25 to 20 on initiative? Oh shit. I guess I do. I just rolled a natural 20.
Great.
Could
That
you
doesn't
reroll?
seem right.
10 to 15,
16.
16, 16, 14, Bull and Otis. All right. 10 for Chonk. How about 5 to 10?
I have 5 for clarity.
9.
9 and
Dr.
5.
Bunker has a 9.
Bunker and
Dr. Bunker to radiology. Dr. Bunker.
Yeah, he had to take a call real quick. Sorry.
Stat.
Got distracted.
Do they still say
Keeper went
stat
off.
up?
I don't.
Only if they have to.
Far removed from that stuff at this point.
if someone's saying stat, it's already too late.
Yeah, if someone's saying stat in my world, it's like usually I'm like stepping backwards.
Is that the step that comes after grab the crash cart?
Yeah, and I'm usually letting people that know how to save people's lives move into.
Yeah, Bob's a life wrecker, not a life saver.
He's like, my work is done here.
My skill sets have become
tap me
very,
out.
very refined. That's right.
All right, so they're going to go first, and we're going to have some of these individuals move in. These are, again, groups of skeletal warriors that are moving in. These are minion combat squads is what we're calling them, MCS. They are rolling in to attack, and leading them is this massive, giant-sized amalgamation of body parts that have been stitched together, perhaps by some sort of a necromancer of sorts. And they are going to also move in here. So it looks like Bull is going to take the brunt of that. But let's go ahead and start with Chonk. Chonk, couple of attacks against you. Number 1 first. I think that is going to miss because that is that's a 10. Does a 10 hit you?
Oh, yeah, no, that misses me.
Okay, number 3 is going to swing. How about a 12?
That does hit. Have my abilities reset? My once per day things?
Yep. Yes, they have. You want to use it?
Yeah. I'm gonna
Okay.
dodge that.
So you're going to dodge that one, so that will negate that attack. We'll go up to a Bunker. Bunker number 5 is going to take a swing. That's a 9. That's going to miss. Number 7. That's a natural 20. So that's going to hit. Yep. So that's going to be. I'm going to roll two dice. Uh-oh. Sorry, Bunker. You might be out. 15 points of damage.
Oh,
Whoa.
Yep.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Yep. Are you down?
your Dr. Bunker down?
Oh, no.
Was that an attack anywhere near my groin area? Because those are at disadvantage because of my loincloth.
I didn't specify. So no, I'm going to say not.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
Dr. Bunker down.
Bunker is down. All right. Let's see. And Bunker, your con bonus is what again?
+3.
Okay. Let me give you a D4 here. Uh-oh. Okay.
This is fine. This is
Yep.
fine.
All right. So this guy didn't get it to attack, so he's going to go over towards Otis. Otis, you're going to take 2. The first one is go up. They're both going to miss you as they come in with spears and swords and that sort of thing. And then we'll go Clarence and Smidge. 2 are on you. Yeah. One of them a 19 and the other one a 23. That's definitely going to hit. I just rolled terrible. That is going to be 7 points of damage.
I'm down.
Okay. Did you guys not drink the potions?
I did.
Okay, gotcha.
Was it 1 hit point when I drank 3 potions?
Yeah, maybe you maybe should have drank more. Okay, and then Bowl, this golem is going to make an attack on you. That is where. Here we go. Golem's going to make a slam
Clarence and
attack.
Smidge did take cover behind me, I think, but that wouldn't have helped a +1 to their AC, I don't guess.
Does a 17 hit Bowl?
Yes.
Okay. You're going to take 4 points of slam damage as they bash into you. Yep, you're getting slammed.
That's kind of damage.
And Bowl, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Real quick, Dave.
Yeah.
Again, it's been a few months since I played this. What kind of damage did I take? This guy.
What kind of damage? It would have been like piercing and slashing and
stabbing or cutting weapons.
Yeah. Yep. Stabbing and cutting weapons.
Half damage from that.
There you go.
Stonehead. So
Okay.
I am not down.
Okay.
What? 15.
All right. So Bowl, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Bull will continue to shout, "Get behind me!" And turn around, I would expect, and swing at this weird Frankenstein creature that just hit me
Yeah.
with
All right.
her meat tenderizer.
Okay.
Or, 10? Does 10 hit?
10, I'm afraid, does not hit.
Mm.
Oh, I'm sorry. It does hit. It does hit. Yep.
Okay. For 4 damage.
Okay. Just trading blows with this guy. I like it. Anything else?
That's
Do you want to
bludgeoning.
move?
FYI.
Okay.
No, because nobody else is. No, I'm gonna stay here with the light.
Okay.
Light and let me cleaver. Tenderizer.
All right. That brings us to Otis.
Yeah, Otis is gonna run over to Clarence and Smidge, and so let's see where my guy Otis is right there. This is Otis, isn't it?
Yep.
Is that Otis? Yeah. And Clarence and Smidge are the 2 guys down there. So he's
Correct.
gonna move like here, just to kind of like near the dead guy. It looks like,
Mhm.
and he's gonna pop 4 vials, and he's going to pour 4 of them into their mouths, 2 each.
Okay. Yep. So that'll bring you back. How many vials? 8 hit points total. Yep. All right. Good move. That brings us to Chalk.
Thank you, fireman.
No problem.
Indeed, what's happened?
Do they get opportunity attacks if I run?
No, there's no opportunity attacks.
I'm gonna move.
Okay. Smart. Very smart.
I think I'm gonna move. Like I want to move in between the frost giant and Doc's character, whose name I forget. Like, can
Otis.
I move like in Otis? Can I move in between them?
No, there's no space there to do that.
Space there.
Yeah.
Can I move? Well, let's see. I want to move away. Are there something that I can hide behind?
Yeah, you could hide behind Bowl, and you would gain an advantage to your armor class. Because that is a feature of the frost giant.
Living fortress.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Felt not good, that did for
So you're gonna
me.
use your action to hide behind them.
Yeah.
Okay. I love it. So just remember that you have a +1 bonus to your armor class. Bunker. Not dead Bunker.
Doctor, not dead Bunker. I can move and attack, or I can only do one of those.
Yeah, you can move and attack.
Okay, all right. I am going to spin around with my great club. It's a great club. This is a fantastic.
It's the best.
Can't ping this guy.
It's the best.
It won't let me ping. Well, the guy south of me.
There's a number on them, yeah? You can't read the number?
Oh. Good. Wait, how do I blow this up?
Just zoom in.
Oh, with the wheel. There we go. Number 8. Number 8.
All right.
17 plus 3. That is a dirty 20.
That hits. Number 8. Go ahead and roll damage.
Ooh, nice. 7 plus 4. 11 points of great club damage. This is, I told you, it's a great club. This is,
Okay.
I love this club.
Yeah, you swing the club and broken bodies go flying in all directions as the combat squad is severely diminished.
Okay. And then I'm going to move over. You know, since it's the first time that we're all playing D&D, we probably should know next time not to give one person all the healing potions. But I'm going to move over
There's only
to
one
the
way to
healing
learn.
potion carrier guy because I'm a little parched. I could use some sweet and sour sauce.
Okay. And that's the end of your turn, Bunker.
Unless
We'll go
I
to-
can grab a potion out of her.
Next
out of her
round you
bag.
can.
Next.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Clarence and Smidge. What are you doing, buddy?
I'm going to attack with my axe, the one to the right of me.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and that's a 21.
That will hit.
I feel like that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
For 10 points of great axe slashing damage.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you just swing and heads go rolling on a number of these individuals equal to the damage that you just did. So 10 of these individuals are now decapitated or in some other way maimed.
So each of those things represents a group of individuals.
Correct. Yep.
So are they all gone from the ones in front of me?
No.
All right, club, swinging the old club.
About half of them you could guesstimate based on your intelligence level.
His great club with a natty 1.
Ooh. Give me another roll. It looks
Not
like
bad.
probably the closest person is either yourself or Otis.
Thank you for healing me. I rolled an 18.
An 18. Give me a D6 roll. You either 1 through 3 you hit Otis, 4, 5, 6 you hit Clarence.
I hit Clarence.
All right, roll damage. This is
I
the
hit
friendliest of fire right here.
I mean, that's not, surprising. That's 9 and I'm down.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
-1.
Oh
I mean, I'm
no! You're unconscious and dying. What's
Okay.
your
Your con bonus.
what's your con bonus again?
+2.
Okay.
Oh,
Good to
yeah.
know that.
Oh, that's right. I got a 2-round timer, don't I?
That's very cartoon character like.
2
Third
plus,
time.
or whatever.
It's plus the
Are we-
D4 that
are
I
we
roll on
playing?
my end.
I thought we were playing.
No, we're not.
2d4.
I would like to though.
Okay, I think that's enough for this turn.
Yeah, you've done
You've
enough.
done a lot.
My work here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just
Yeah,
mute myself.
you've done enough.
Let me know.
I'll take a moment to acknowledge that we've made Scottish Jeff so proud. Of all these friendly fire.
That's the best friendly fire we've ever seen. You know,
It really
Scott,
is.
you're a legend now, man. You just
I mean,
friendly fired yourself. That's the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah, the first
Friendly
time
fired
Superior
himself.
Guild
That's-
is
Yeah,
first.
Scott just took it.
That's the first.
Wiley just took it up a notch.
Mm-hmm.
Challenge, gauntlet
Wait
thrown,
till I
Scottish
rub
Jeff.
bacon
That's
all
true.
over myself.
Yeah. Try to beat that, Scottish Jeff. We'll see if you can.
The new bar
Okay.
has been set.
That is a high bar,
Ooh, yeah. Try
but
to
a
limbo
low
into that.
brow. High bar, low brow. Okay, so let's see. These guys are going to move in. They have no other motivation in life other than to kill giants and kobolds.
Stop wasting potions.
Oh,
on me.
that's coming in. Oh, bunker. It's not looking so good.
Burn through 8 potions.
All right, we'll start with number 1 is going to attack Otis, or try to attack Otis. And that is not going to work. That's only a 9. Otis, I'm thinking that probably doesn't hit you.
Zooming in.
Number 3. I'm going to have number 2 also come over and attack Otis. That is a 9 as well. That's not going to, I'm putting that dice away. Number 3 is going to attack Bunker. That is going to be a 16 Bunker. Doc?
Oh, just hits.
A 16 hits. Okay.
Heck, not good.
That is going to be, like I said, this is going to be a short session. That's going to be 6 points of damage. You can have that.
Have the 3. I am still up, baby.
All right. Well, there's 2 more that are going to attack you. So 5. Group number 5 is 15 to hit.
Nope.
Misses.
Misses.
Okay. Number 7 is going to make a swing at you. That's going to miss with a 9. Number 8 is going to swing at Chonk.
Well, I'm invisible.
You add your 1 to your AC actually, but that's going to be a 14. Does that hit?
Good try.
Yeah, that is.
It does hit, even with the +1?
Even
Okay.
with the +1. Did my daily abilities reset?
No.
We weren't given good armor class.
I wish it was. You're going to take 4 points of damage, Chonk. Chonk is back down.
He didn't hear that. He just kept rolling. Take another 4. Take another 5.
And then number 6 is going to go against Bull. That's a dirty 20. That's going to hit Bull.
I need to go for you.
Heyo.
5 points of damage to Bull.
Dave.
And the big guy is going to take a slam attack against you, Bull, as well. And that is a 12.
Nope.
Misses. Okay, yeah, you throw up your arm as this guy tries to crush you. That is their turn. Bull, it's your turn.
Bull's gonna swing at the Frankenstein again.
Okay.
Ugh. Yuck. No, actually, 11. That would hit.
11 hits.
For the big 6 damage.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
This
Yeah,
is
takes a...
gonna-
With your meat tenderizer?
Yeah, meat tenderizer. Right in the
Smack
face.
him. Yep, right across the jaws.
Jeez, zoom in.
Just sort of spits out a bunch of broken teeth. Otis. What would you like to do, Otis?
Oh, it seems so far. Disappeared.
That's you, Bob.
Oh, Bob's muted.
Bob, you with us? Bobby.
Sorry.
Hey,
Sorry about that, guys.
Bobby.
Paging.
No problem.
Bob.
We're good.
Dr.
We're all
Bob?
good.
Dr.
Yeah,
Bob?
he's gonna go.
Dr.
He's gonna
Shoulder.
go after the one that's like up to the above and to the right. So I can't. If I try to scroll, it's gonna screw it up.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Over your
Number-
shoulder there?
Yep, over my shoulder.
End of your giant sword?
East, northeast.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
That's a 23.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
1.
Uh-oh. Okay. All right. One of the skeletal combatants just gets obliterated. Bones drop to the ground as the others take their position. Chonk, you're down, aren't you?
I'm down. I'm gonna.
Yep. Yep. I needed to roll your. Yeah, okay. There we go. All right. There we go. Bunker.
It's going well.
Yep.
I'm gonna take a big old swing with my great club at number 7.
Okay.
Oh, 19 plus more. So,
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
8 points of damage.
Ooh, very nice. Okay, yeah, a bunch of them get smashed to
And
smithereens.
can I reach into Otis's pouch and grab some yummy sauce? And
Give me a dexterity check. This will be a normal check for you. If you do it as your action, you wouldn't have to roll. But because you're doing it as like some sort of a non-action, I'm gonna make you roll for it.
Balls.
You only need a 12.
Well, does a 7 work? Will you accept the 7?
How ticklish is Otis?
Can I make a ticklish roll?
Sure. Yeah. What do you want to roll?
How about my charisma?
Okay. Yeah. Make a charisma check. How difficult of a check is this for Otis?
Well, he's -1 on charisma, but I don't know. I would say that that's what I was saying, that he's -1, so he's got low charisma, so it means he's probably going to be ticklish.
All right. So we'll call this a difficult. We'll call this a difficult check. So 15 is your target.
Oh boy.
Someone that looks like that's pretty ticklish.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah. 7.
Yeah, you just start giggling as Bunker is fondling your satchel, your potion satchel.
This is the end.
It really is. It really is.
That's Bunker's fondling. That was the equivalent.
Where is it?
Wow.
Where is it?
That is harassment if I've ever seen it.
It's not the HR alert.
Yeah, really.
Clarence is
I
down.
was trying to get a potion. Honest.
Honestly. All right, Bunker, that's all you get. Clarence and Smidge, you are currently in a state of dying. Is that correct? Okay.
You're correct, sir.
All right,
We all have the things we prefer to do when the end comes.
That's true. We all deal differently, right? That's how we cope. All right, so I knocked your ticker down 1, Clarence and Smidge. Yep, you're very welcome. All right, so these guys are going to make some more attacks on you. The heck? All right. We'll start with number 1 on Otis. That's a 2 on the die. That's going to miss. Number 2 on Otis. That is a 3 on the die. That's going to miss. I need some new dice. Bunker, number 3. Oh, Bunker, that's a little bit higher. That's an 18 on the die. That's going to hit.
Yeah, and I'm down. Unless he only does 1 point of damage, then I only take half.
2 points.
And then I would have a half point.
2 points of damage. So you take 1 point of damage.
Which is all it takes to drop Dr. Bunker.
Okay. These other guys are going to just be stabbing your body.
Ow,
Number 8 is going to make a swing at Chonk. Chonk, remember you are benefiting from the cover. What is it called? Living Fortress. Oh, you are? Okay, that will be against Bull then. Bull, that is not going to hit you. 6 is going to swing and not hit you. 4 is going to attack. Well, Clarence and Smidge are down, so 4 is also going to attack Bull. That is going to miss, and then finally this Golem is going to attack Bull. Come on. No, that missed too. A 3 on the die. They all miss as you're fending them off with your meat tenderizer, as they are all swinging and slamming at you. That brings us to Bull. It's your turn. You have two of your companions are down. Chonk, who you might step on accidentally, and Clarence and Smidge are down in front of you. Less likely to step on them.
Oh, it's when the meat fights back.
And Bunker is down.
Okay.
Bunker, what's your con bonus, Bunker?
Otis and Bull, you can run. You have time.
Otis and Bull.
Oh, well, Bull really only wants toes. She doesn't care about this. She's going to look back at Otis and say, should we go? I got what I need. Hopefully.
Then, yeah, Otis looks at her like, who the fuck are you? And like, hair flowing. He's like the picture of like,
God, that's hot.
You know what I mean? It's like, I am here to save this place. And you're worried about toes? Exactly.
Got a glimpse probably of his shirt ripped and his
That's right.
abs and the hair, and she's like, I can fight a little longer. And she'll take a swing with her meat cleaver at the Golem.
Okay, go ahead and swing.
Meat tenderizer. That's a hit for sure. That's 19.
Yep. Roll damage.
Ooh, yay, max. That's 10.
Okay, yeah, you smash into this. Tell me how you kill this Golem.
All right. I'm going for another face shot, and I think as I hit him in the face, he goes down, and I just will smash his skull flat a couple more times on the ground.
Very tender.
Yeah.
And plan to roll it up like a fruit roll up after the battle's over and take it with her. Not yet.
Okay.
We still have pokies.
All right. Good round
their
for
morale check.
Bull.
Yes.
Well, unfortunately, they're undead. They don't make morale checks. But it is Otis's turn, and Otis, as far as I can tell, you're still up.
Yep.
You do
Otis-
see your companions down. You are the only one that currently has healing potions on their body. It would take you your action to administer healing potions to one of your companions, whoever that might be.
I'm going to say two things. One, free action. He's going to look over at Bull.
What's up, Greyhawk Mike?
I'm okay. You can hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. And then he's going to basically just wink at Bull and kind of, hey, see, this is what you could do. And then
a little redness.
Make a charisma check. Otis, make a charisma check, please. This is going to be well, will this be easy or normal, Bull?
Easy, because
So 9. Yeah, he's super hot.
Yeah.
9.
okay. Ooh, 9.
Okay. What does that mean? I don't know.
I don't know.
It worked. Whatever
Okay,
it was,
well-
it worked.
Yeah, you'll see a little bit more color appear in Bull's frost giant cheeks.
Aw.
So, and maybe you'd see her straighten up just a little bit and pop her hip for her next swing.
Wow. That is sexy. All right, what are you gonna do for your action, Otis?
So
That was the action, the wink.
Clarence and Bunker are down, like right next to Bull. I mean, right next to Otis.
Yeah. You got three bodies laying on the ground next to you. Don't step on Chunk.
What he's gonna do is he's gonna take 8 vials. 4 in him, 4 in the other. He's gonna pop them off because he can do that. He's gonna spread out both arms over that he gets 4 in Bunker's mouth, 4 in
And their
Clarence's
mouths are just happen to be open,
That's right.
facing upwards. Is that what you're thinking? Okay.
He's just
I see.
pouring it.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah. Now it only works because they're right next to
I'm gonna make you roll for this. I think it's cool. I think it's a cool idea, but let's let the dice decide. This will be, we'll call this a dexterity check, and it'll be just a normal check. 12 is all you need to get.
Okay. Only.
You only need to get a 12 on a dexterity roll.
Okay. Come on. 3.
All right, I'll let you
no.
choose who gets the healing potions.
Oh.
Is it Bunker or Clarence and Smidge?
I'm gonna do Clarence and Smidge just because they went down first, and I want to save them first.
Okay. All right.
So Clarence and Smidge get 4. 4
potions.
4 potions, so 8 points of healing. The other 4 potions just get poured on Bunker's. It looks like Bunker has a nice hairy pectoral region, just soaked into that hair, marinating.
Eventually,
7 HP.
Well, no, you'll have 8 HP. You just you don't go below 0.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you'll have 8. All right, very cool turn, Otis. Chonk is dying. I'm gonna mark your ticker down one more. Bunker, you are up. Or no, not Bunker. Sorry, Bunker, you're dying.
Otis,
I'm gonna mark your Clarence and Smidge are back alive. You're laying on the ground.
Yeah.
Yep. What do you want to do? You want to get up and start fighting?
If I can, yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll attack. I believe number 2 is the one that's
Yep.
been injured. So I will.
That's
make
true.
an axe attack.
Okay.
That is a 6 and a club attack. That is a 5. That is really.
Holy shit. Yeah, get some new dice.
I think you might have
for the
said
next
wrong
turn.
there, Otis.
Oh shit. Okay, that's the bottom of the order.
Yeah.
It's gonna go back up. Oh, you know what, Otis? Here's a question for you. What were you do? What did you do with the torch while you were using both of your hands to pour?
Torch got thrown on the ground.
Give me a D6
Your
roll.
his torch went out anyway, though.
Yeah, my
Right?
torch was out.
His torch got
Oh, your
snuffed.
torch is out. Who has the
Yeah,
who has the other
mine
torch?
is still up.
Oh, thank you. That's right. Okay, all right. All right.
Need 10 risers one-handed.
I thought we were just going to end it right here, but that's okay. We'll keep going. All right. So,
You can blow my torch out.
no, you saved it. It was great. All right, here we go. These guys are going to continue to attack. So we'll go with 1 and 2. Actually, 2 is going to try to attack you, Clarence and Smidge, as you've attacked them, and that is a 12.
Yep, meets armor
That
class.
hit. Okay, 12 hits. That is going to be 5 points of damage. Number 1 is going to go after Otis. That is a sorry, I'm math. 12. I don't think that hits you. 3 is going after also Otis. No, that's a 9. 5 and 7 are just hacking away at Bunker. 8 and 6 are going to attack Bull. One of them is going to hit. I rolled a 19 on the die and a 4 on the other one. So Bull, you are going to take. We'll call that 8. They are much diminished. So that's not very many units in that combat squad. So that definitely affects how much damage they can do. So that's going to be a total of 4 damage.
Drops.
And
That's what
give me
she
a
has.
D6 roll for that torch. 1 through
Okay.
3, it stays lit. 4, 5, 6, it goes out.
3.
Okay, it stays lit, laying on the ground as our frost giant drops. And you have, let's see, I think I know what your.
Can she see up
You have a
Otis'
+2,
armor on her way out?
just for one brief second. And your con bonus is a
con bonus
+2, correct?
Yep. Correct.
Okay. All right. That is their turn. Bull, you are dying. Otis, you are you and Clarence and Smidge are the only ones still up. What do you want to do? And there's also a torch laying on the ground nearby.
Yep. So Otis is going to take one of the potions and pour it into Bunker's mouth,
Okay.
and he's going to. He would try to do one of the potions into Bull's mouth, but I'm not sure if he can do that. The same turn. Probably not.
Well, last time we had you make a dexterity check. So if you want to do that, you can.
Do that one because it's my last one.
Yeah.
And you're all fumbly right now.
Yeah, I'm all like
Aroused.
Well, I wasn't gonna say that.
No, that's
I'm
why I
like
said
right
it for you.
underneath you.
Okay. All right.
Let's move on.
Next topic. All right. So you administer
Wrong with me
a
today.
healing potion. We're all there. It's fine. Otis, do you want to move? You've already used your action, or you can just stay
Yeah,
put.
so he's gonna move, and he's gonna move right next to Bull, so that hopefully it's not gonna. Maybe he can pour the potion and then move on his next turn as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's
so we'll
also
get
a torch that is precariously burning, like in and about the bodies and feet.
Yeah, so he'll at the same time, can he move over and at the same time like stabilize the torch because it's right next to
You could grab the torch. You could save
Yeah,
the torch with a
so
free
that's what-
action for
so
sure.
Move, grab the torch and get over there and like be next turn ready to be able to pour the potion.
Okay. Yeah, Scottish Jeff just donated some bits. I'll say those can be we'll give those as 3 luck points. They can be used to re-roll a die. So you guys have 3 luck points as a team here. Okay, yeah, so you stabilize the torch. Very cool. Chonk is continuing to die. And that brings us to Bunker. Bunker, you're up.
Doctor is in the house. All right, Dr. Bunker sits up. So the potions that he poured all over me, how much have those been slowly healing me?
Not very much, but it is pooled up and soaked into your chest hair.
Oh, okay, no, that works.
Make a mohawk with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go. I just see baddies, and I just take my great club. 14 plus
Ooh,
17. 17 hit.
I mean,
That was
somebody
really
could
well
try.
done.
Somebody could try to do that if they wanted to.
To do what? Sorry.
Lick him like a dog.
Lick your chest.
Yeah, lick your chest hair. Wring out your chest hair. Oh. What was the roll? What was the
That
roll
was
call?
a 17 to hit.
Against which
nice.
one?
Which one have I? I've hit 5 is depleted.
No, actually, those guys are not depleted.
Which ones? I thought I went after 5 before. Was it 3? I went 3 depleted.
Yep.
Okay. Go after 3 for plus down here. That is 11 points of great club damage.
Ooh, that demolishes that combat unit. They are gone. They fall into a pile of bones.
Dr. Battle Bunker. Bunker.
Took hippopotamus oath to do harm.
Oh my god. All right, Clarence and Smidge.
Yeah, I'm going to take an axe attack on number 2.
Okay,
That is a 12
that hits.
for 1 damage.
1 damage, huh? All right.
And then a 15 with Smidge's Great Club for 7 damage.
7. Yeah, that's it. Number 2 is down as well. Nice job. Back up to, or do you want to move at all or do anything else, Scott?
No,
You've
good.
used your action. Okay.
Yep, I'm good.
All right.
Of graduating.
We're gaining.
What's that? Piling up the bones?
Actually, the whole class does the Hippocratic Oath at the same time. It's kind of a
Oh,
very interesting thing.
that's a nice little tidbit, Doc Shoulder. Thanks for sharing that.
Hey,
Appreciate
just
it.
telling you.
Yeah.
Little
No, it's good.
insider info.
All right. Meanwhile, number 1 is going to make an attack on Otis.
Ocean Boy.
That is going to miss with the 2 on the die. Bunker, you're going to get a couple of attacks from 5 and 7. They've been hacking away at your lifeless body, so you've got cuts all over your scrapes and cuts and punctures all over your body. They're going to try to do more of that, and both of those are going to hit a 17 and a 19 on the other die.
Yeah. Sure. Bumping the damage. Why not?
5 and 3. 5 points of damage total.
Ha! Have 2, 3.
Yep.
Yep.
Roll.
Which
Yeah.
is-
Round down. So 2. All
So
right.
They did 2 damage. Doesn't matter. I'm still at 0.
Yeah.
I'm down again.
You're down. Up, down, up, down. Chonk, you're not going to get an attack, but Bull is going to get attacked. Both of those are going to miss Bull. And
down.
finally, Bull is down. Oh, shit. Okay. Yes, you are, Bull.
This would be my first round of
Yeah.
testing.
No, it's not a very target-rich environment. These guys are going to move in on Otis, I guess, and
Nice.
Clarence and Smidge. So Otis, that is going to be for number 8. That's only going to be an 11. That's going to miss. 6
Yes.
is going to be a 14 on Clarence and Smidge.
Hit.
Okay. It's going to be 3 points of damage, and number 4 is going to swing and miss as you go down.
Yep.
So right now,
Oh, yeah, I evaded.
what are we looking at here? Yeah, really.
TPK is what we're looking at.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
Otis.
And have been for a long time.
Otis is up. Bunker is back down.
Yeah.
Man. And now you're down, Clarence and Smidge.
I am for the 4th.
Mhm. Yeah. You guys are all bunched up getting your asses kicked over here. Didn't somebody say like maybe we should run at some point?
Yes.
Who was that?
I just want to point that out.
Who has the amulet right now?
Well, there's an amulet around Chonk's neck, but then there's also the shard of Anam that Bunker has. You guys never did find the tablet of Anam, which is probably somewhere around the ruins here. But yeah, you do have that shard.
Okay.
And that's what they came here for.
Yeah.
It is so that was their turn. Bull, your counter ticks down. Otis, it's your turn.
So Otis surveys the scene. He sees what's going on here, and he makes and at this point is the mist still all around them?
Yeah.
And whatnot.
It's like at the edge of the firelight from your torch, the darkness, it's not just mist anymore. It's like a thick, inky curtain of dark, shadowy mass. It's pushing in, like there's this tension between the light and the dark as they're pushing against each other. It's trying to encroach, but the torch is just holding it off.
Okay. So and the shard of Anon is where on Bunker?
It's underneath his loincloth.
Okay.
No, you're supposed to put it somewhere safe.
I did.
So Otis, at this point,
No pockets.
look around, and he goes.
Prison pocket.
He, is somewhat disturbed by this,
Yeah.
but it's even more disturbing about what he's about to do.
Oh, proctology.
He's gonna go. He's gonna
Don't
take.
make it weird.
Remember, it's a
Yeah.
long
It's way too late for that.
Loincloth displacement, so he has disadvantage on doing this.
Oh, no.
He's gonna try to grab the shard, which sounds even worse.
Yep.
Bunker shard.
Yep.
Is that what we're calling it these days?
It's not a euphemism. It's not a euphemism.
Right. This is the actual shard of Anon.
Shelly, you always take it one step too far.
So he's gonna.
I love you for that.
Appreciate that about you, Shelly.
Yeah,
grab
exactly.
the shard.
Yeah, you grab the shard, okay, from underneath the
And
bunker's
then
loincloth.
he's gonna raise it into the sky, and he goes,
Ah.
"Dark man, show yourself."
Shit.
I'm right here.
Where does he see him?
The night man appears right in front of you.
Okay. He goes, "I have a deal for you. Save my friends. Bring them back. I'll give you the shard."
He's a necromancer. I'll make some clarifications first.
Does that mean that he can't do that?
And he knows he take it.
The night man looks at you and says, "We offered you a deal before, giant, but I am reasonable."
Hey, that's what Harold said. No, that was generous. My bad.
My generosity has waned as of late. Hand me the shard, and I shall raise your companions as suggested. You shall have your deal.
Okay.
And you watch as these skeletal warriors all kind of come over to where you are, and they are ready to receive the shard if you give it to them.
Okay.
Take a shard.
So
Move this along.
what's that?
So I got to take a shard. Can we move this along?
So at this point,
Where are you going to take it?
No, Otis has the shard in his left hand.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And still, I mean, he's been battling, so his greatsword is still in his right hand, down by his side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he's gonna.
What about the torch?
No, the torch was when he dropped the torch to get the shard. So that's what was. I mean, so I guess that's. I don't know. I guess all the light could go out, but at some level, he
Jam it under your arm.
Shove it in
Sure.
boomers,
Put it between your legs.
put it.
Hold it between your knees.
Hold it
He is a
between.
fire giant. I mean, how
So
bad
he-
can it hurt?
Yeah, is that a
Yeah,
flaming
right.
torch
It's not like
between
it's gonna
your
burn
legs?
you.
Is it?
He's immune to fire damage.
He has the shard in his left hand.
Mm-hmm.
Brings the hand out to have the Nightman take it from his left hand. What
Mhm.
does the Nightman do?
He stands.
Dark
The Nightman stands a distance from you as he is on the map, and the skeletal warriors come over to you and reach up to take the shard.
And then as he's doing that, Otis brings his hand back and he says, Nightman, this is for you, not your skeletons. It's for you.
Your position of bargaining is weak. Hand it over or die.
Ah. I still have the shard. And he holds it in his hand and he says, I will destroy this now if you do not come and take it yourself. I will not give it to your skeletons.
A relic of your people, and you will destroy it. A relic that has been in the possession of the giants for millennia.
As you
A
know,
relic that is powerful enough to bring together the various tribes under one conclave, and you would destroy it.
I would. You don't know my history. I think the giants have been fools all
It's in
this
his
time.
backstory.
You don't know my history. I know I do not believe that the giants are superior. You take it. It's yours. You want it. Come and get it.
Give me a charisma check, Otis. This is going to be hard. It's going to be a 15.
And that's a 9.
Yep.
Use a
Very
luck
well.
Point. Luck point from Scottish Jeff.
You do have a luck point. Yeah.
Okay. Reroll. I think we got 3 luck.
Yes,
Three.
we do.
Yep.
That's a 14. Try
We have
one more.
We have one.
That's a 16. And then
Well,
What do I-
15, right?
Charisma bonus. What's your charisma?
It's minus
Minus-
1.
So you meant 15.
what's the number
You
that I
did.
got need?
Yeah, 15. It was a hard roll for you. All right, so you demand this deal, and the Nightman says very well, and they step forward to take it from you.
So how close is he?
He's right there in front of you. He reaches up to take it.
Okay. So Otis brings the shard. He has it in his hand. And
Mhm.
he actually opens his hand, and it's now sitting in the palm of his hand.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
That's where he is.
Okay. Yeah. The Nightman reaches up and grabs it and takes it.
So as he's coming to with his hand, he's
Mhm.
going to take his sword from his right hand and try and stab him.
Roll initiative. I love this. Oh shit.
4.
Dirty 20.
Oh no.
Do we have one more luck point?
Oh, we do.
You do have
Yeah.
one more. Do you have one left?
We have,
I
we have,
have
we have,
one
we have
left.
3.
Two.
I used 2.
Okay. All right. Go ahead if you want to use it. You have to beat a dirty 20.
It's tough.
That's not going to be a possibility.
Well,
16.
Okay. He sees your attack coming, and is going to.
Kill you.
Yeah, it's not going to be good. He takes his staff and he twirls it around, and he is going to hit you with it. Let's see if he can hit you.
It's a valiant effort, Otis.
It was valiant.
It would have been
Ooh.
the
very.
He misses with the 5
Oh.
on the die. Otis, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Yeah. Great sword coming
Give Bull the potion.
through his. What's that? to his groin. Necromancer's groin.
Okay.
Soft spot area.
Mhm.
You think?
Like a necromancer.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what you should have worn.
I don't think you should order that one.
Otis is wrong all of a sudden.
That's 19 plus 4.
That hits. Go ahead and roll
Oh.
damage. Nicely done.
Where's my D12? Not bad. 6.
6 points of damage. Okay.
To the groinal.
To the groinal.
Oh, that's gotta be.
6
The
plus
groinal.
6 plus a half.
Critical.
Critical hit.
All right, as you swing and make contact with your flaming greatsword, it cuts through this individual, and just like Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader, the cloak just drops into nothingness as the individual disappears. You look down in your hand, and you can see the shard cracking. Meanwhile, the skeletons are going to come in for an attack, as it is now their turn. And there's a whole bunch of them.
Is that like a lot?
A whole bunch?
Good night,
yeah.
sweet prince.
1, 2, 3, miss.
But he's gonna
Miss.
look beautiful.
So good.
As he-
Mhm.
All right,
No
so
one will see it,
four
but-
of these guys hit. So I'll go 1, 6.
If a
So
Haji dies on the battlefield,
my
somebody
AC is
will see it.
15.
Yeah, I know. They do a total of 6 damage to you.
Okay.
What do you want to do? The rest of your companions, I believe, are down
Yeah.
and dying.
Yep. So what's going to happen is that Otis will still has the shard that's actually cracking in his hand, and he'll raise it up, and he'll say, "Nightman, you are a fool." And he at this point he'll take his sword, and he'll basically come right through the shard.
Okay. Yeah.
He's
You,
gonna fracture
give-
the shard
just-
right in half.
Give me a strength check. You're gonna hit it. This isn't a to hit. You are gonna hit it, but just give me a strength check. This is gonna be a normal check. 12 to is the target that you're looking for.
9 plus 4, I think. Yes, so 13.
Okay. Awesome. So as you slice through this thing, it just shatters in your hand, just, and all the pieces like rain down on the ground, and they just begin to sink into the soil and begin to disappear. And there's this blast of light that comes out. The darkness is dispelled. It's pushed back. All of the skeletal warriors are blown to bits, their bones flying in all directions. As you look about on the battlefield, a lone fire giant standing there on the battlefield with your companions at your feet. And I think that is where we're going to end the session, as you have
Talk about what his hair is
destroyed
doing,
the
though.
shard of a nom. The hair is just kind of like flowing in the light
Big ass
breeze.
fan in
Yeah.
front of
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
You have destroyed the shard of Anam, a holy relic of your people. A relic that is called, and you know this, a bit of this, a relic that is called, has the power to call together the various tribes of the giants to conclave. Had the power, and that potentially had the power to call together or manipulate the giants potentially in the future. That power has been destroyed. So there you go. You have altered history. Meanwhile, you would probably be able to save Bowl from dying, and Clarence and Smidge, but Chonk and Bunker have died based on the rolls. Yep. Mm-hmm. If only you knew a necromancer. Yeah, if only you knew a necromancer that could bring them back.
Unnaturally.
That wasn't pissed at you.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go. You saved the giants. Not all of them, but some of them.
Not all.
Not all.
I chose my friends over the giant kind in general, because I don't necessarily believe that what they were doing is right anyway. So I chose
That makes sense.
my friends over something bigger.
That was a good way to end it. There, obviously there was the option of giving it over, the option of fighting to the death, or the option of destroying it, which I sort of thought might happen, but I actually didn't think that was the highest probability. But it's kind of cool that you did that. That shard, basically, the way that I was looking at it was a relic that would be used by, I don't know if you caught the references to like the drow. This herald was drow, and they mentioned the house that they're from. I don't know if you caught the house that they mentioned they were from, but that's the house that eventually goes on to manipulate the giantkin and bring them together against the giants, which, by the way, is the game that we're playing on the Secrets of the Flanaess. So this is kind of like a historic precursor to that particular adventure. So in this version of the Flanaess, that may not happen. That story may not happen now. So there you go.
Great.
Anyhow,
So you just destroyed G1 through 3. Nice.
pretty much. Yeah. And
Speaking of that,
thwarted.
when's our next session?
Yeah, we have to figure
Yeah,
that out.
when is our next session?
Let's do it on
we'll-
the stream.
We'll figure that out later.
I thought we had it.
All right, well, there we go, my friends. That's the end of this game and the end of our two-parter, which was supposed to be a one-parter, but was just too much fun not to bring these goofballs back. Scott, I want to say I love Clarence and Smidge, so that was a huge reason why I wanted to play this game was to get Clarence and Smidge back, because I don't remember what game it was that you ran us through or what campaign. I think it was it Forge of Fury?
It was Forge of Fury.
It's Forge of Fury, yeah. And Clarence and Smidge played a role in that game. They were super fun. So, and also I wanted to repeatedly murder Bunker. So I pretty much got what I needed out of this.
Nice.
Sorry, Carl.
Glad I was there
Very
for you.
cathartic.
Yep.
Yeah, very cathartic.
And we also
performed
managed to keep the temple of, what is it? The Chapel of Time. We have managed to not have any references to the Chapel of Time, which was also a huge goal of mine.
Small miracle.
Yeah, exactly. No. All right, guys. Well, that was fun. Hopefully, you had fun. I'm stoked that you
Sure did.
shattered the shard, and that's how things go in this game. He did shard big time.
That's usually
Big time.
I tried
time.
to do a little Dune reference there. You like that?
That was cool. I didn't catch it, but now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, that was cool. Bob, you never cease to amaze me. We're going to go ahead and raid into our friend Solution. We're done here. So we're calling it a night. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you. Thanks for being here. I'm gonna put Scott's link to the Greycast again in the chat. You guys go check that out. Yep. Very, very cool stuff. I'm so appreciative that you do that, because it's a great way to learn more in a very fun format. You and Mateus are really fun. And your guests are awesome. Great guests. So
Thank you.
anybody else have anything you want to plug before we say adieu? Bob, you got any hippopotamus things? Any other weird
no other hippopotamus things? Just
lore?
Thanks for hanging out, Scottish Jeff.
Thanks for letting me play, and we're writing this up. So there are multiple times to be able to kind of play this out. Hopefully in the future that won't end in the sharding yourself.
Don't
It's a
shard
great
yourself.
sharding.
No.
Don't shard
Great
yourself.
sharding.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll
Be careful.
share on Discord some of the art so that you guys can actually see. But we gotta figure. I mean, that would be a pretty cool image of like the shard getting destroyed.
Yeah. I've got a couple of ideas for other images too, but I think the shard, the shard would be cool to have. I don't know. Again, there's like multiple ways that it could play out, right? This is just one version
so we don't
of
want to destroy it, so probably just what the shard looks like. But
maybe being held like in someone's hand or something would be kind of cool. Anyways, we won't bore people with all of this discussion.
A He-Man pose, holding up.
Ooh, He-Man
sword, only
pose
that
with the
he's holding
flowing
up a-
hair.
Uh-huh.
By the power of Grayskull.
That's hot.
And we have no idea what happened with Bull and Otis.
We don't, but they're both
No.
alive.
We can only assume, but I choose not to.
Hey,
Know what assuming does.
Yep. Oh my God.
So to be clear, the artwork will not include the shard being just stuffed into a loincloth of this person.
It might. We actually have official artwork of a hill giant of Bunker.
and actually
There is Bunker.
Bunker is actually going to be in it. So
and all of your characters are going to be pre-gens that will be in the module as well. So it's gonna be pretty cool.
So that's where we're gonna make it like an old school one where there's pre-gens and every character is gonna be part of it.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's gonna be dope. All right, fuck it. We're out of here. See you guys later. Bye.